One morning, when he woke up, it felt like something major had happened outside. The loud wail of an air raid siren echoed through the air, followed by the sound of a military helicopter crashing into a nearby building. Before he could comprehend what was happening, high-pitched screams and growls emerged from the floor below. He rushed to the window and saw a crowd of people running in panic. His girlfriend stood below, staring at something he couldn't see. He quickly shouted for her to come up, but in the next moment, the crowd knocked her down and she was torn apart. He stood frozen, completely unsure of what was happening to the world around him. He hurried back inside, but just then, a man suddenly broke into his home. The man was his neighbor, and he claimed that his wife had gone insane. He begged to be allowed to hide. Before he could react, the man grabbed him by the neck and dragged him into the bathroom. As he struggled, he noticed bite marks on the man's neck, and an overwhelming sense of dread swept over him. Instinctively, he grabbed a knife to protect himself. At that moment, the TV broadcasted an emergency news report announcing that a zombie virus had spread throughout the city, turning the infected into savage, bloodthirsty creatures. Anyone who was bitten would become an extremely violent monster. After hearing this, the neighbor quickly assured him that he was fine. However, the next moment, the man's eyes began to bleed and his body started to mutate. Despite this, he hadn't completely lost his sanity. Fearing the knife in his hand, the man fled in terror. He quickly locked the door, but was then startled by horrifying screams from outside. Through the window, he saw his neighbor being torn apart by zombies. The sight left him stunned. He realized that the outside world had already been overrun by zombies. His first thought was for his parents. Unfortunately, his father's message came through, telling him they were safe for now and advising him to stay inside. That was when he understood that his survival depended on his ability to keep the zombies from breaking in. He immediately pushed the refrigerator against the door and covered the window with paper, hoping the zombies outside wouldn't see him. Then he moved the mattress into the living room so he could always keep an eye on the door. Every day, he would draw a line on the mirror, a reminder that survival was his only priority. But that night, just as he was about to sleep, he heard a sound coming from the bathroom. A bad feeling instantly crept over him. Grabbing a baseball bat for protection, he braced himself. He never expected that the zombie had somehow crawled in through the ventilation pipe in the bathroom. He quickly hid behind the couch and watched as the zombie slowly approached him.